Texas Storm Team forecast.
That's amazing right there. Well, let's check in with KTK meteorologist John Adams. John, are we going to be out the worst of rain? Because yesterday we were just sitting in and it just started raining out of nowhere. So are we going to have some more unexpected showers?
Well, we're going to have some. Let's say we'll expect them. We'll expect them to be scattered around. We did expect to see some activity across East Texas and certainly weren't disappointed yesterday. We've already got some developing now down around Lake Livingston, and that is going to be moving northward through the afternoon. So, yeah, we'll have those scattered showers again across East Texas, but it's certainly getting to be baseball weather as we are seeing heat and humidity in East Texas dominate. 81 currently in Tyler with a south wind at 7 miles per hour, and that relative humidity is showing 79%. Now, we do have that high pressure system. It's still parked over the eastern part of the country and affecting that with hot conditions over the eastern sections of the nation, unseasonably warm. But here in East Texas, we're on the fringe, the southwestern edge of that. So we're getting these little disturbances that have been rotating around that high and pushing it through East Texas. That's what we're seeing again this morning. As I said, we're starting to see a little activity develop down around Lake Livingston, and you see that pop in toward the end of the sequence right there. Here's what we're seeing in Futurecast. It's picking up those showers, developing down to the south. Those will continue to move northward, begin to increase about the early part of the afternoon, and continue. Right now, looks like mainly the western sections could be affected, and as we go on up to sunset, then we'll see that activity decrease and come to an end shortly after that, because they are driven by a lot of this heat as well. As for what we're expecting on temperatures across the country, again, as I said, unseasonably warm readings already in the 90s over the eastern coast there, and we're seeing a heat advisory cover much of the eastern part of the United States. It does not stretch down here into East Texas, where we are not seeing those temperatures getting unseasonably warm, but we are warming up into the 80s this morning. So not likely to see a heat advisory in East Texas, but certainly going to be warm. And you've got to consider the dew point temperatures with that moisture is putting those dew point temperatures into the 70s, and that's where the heat advisories or the heat index comes into play, but it's not going to be high enough for an advisory, it appears, for the afternoon. This is what it looks like right now, and we're seeing some 90s down to the south, but 80s across much of the central part of the East Texas area. Forecast high temperatures. The actual temperatures we should see this afternoon will be up into the lower portion of the 90s. And the next 7 days is just going to continue to trend hotter. Should be looking toward mid-90s there by the end of the weekend and the early part of next week. That's a little bit above the average of 92 for this time of the year. Expect 91 today, a few scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. 20% tomorrow with a high of 92 degrees then on Thursday. And over the next 7 days, as I saw, those temperatures will be trending upward with highs getting up into the mid-90s. Lows will be in the 70s. Deep East Texas, you'll have a slightly higher chance of rain, and you'll also be experiencing those high temperatures getting up into the mid-90s. Check that forecast anytime at KETK.com.
John.